been watching you, and you watching me. My dear Miss Everdeen, make no mistake. The game is coming to its end.
It's a fantastic story, but it's also a very important story to tell about how powerful just one voice can be.
It's really incredible to see it develop from a girl who's fighting to survive in her world to become this symbol for this huge uprising.
The importance of this sequence of films is to reach out to young people and embed in them the information that change is essential, but also possible.
You feel the history that these characters have built up. It's a very exciting, emotional journey.
It's great storytelling, and it is always honorable. It pulls that off because it is so rooted in Katniss's point of view.
How much?
You keep it. It's yours.
Thank you. Katniss has the world placed on her shoulders, and she just becomes this futuristic Joan of Arc.
Prim! I volunteer! I volunteer as tribute.
She's an ordinary girl, and out of a good heart and doing what she believes in, she allows people to have strength for the first time in a long time.
Since the last games, something's different. I can see it.
What can you see?
Hope. Katniss is doing all of this for not only her family, but for all the other families that have had to suffer through the things that the Capitol have put them through. So for one girl to change the world that way is so incredible.
She's become a beacon of hope for the rebellion. She has to be eliminated.
They'll follow her. She's the face of this rebellion.
All the other districts respect her because she is fighting for what she believes is right. Both her and Peter, the people that surround them as well, they're making people realize that it's possible to change this world.
You fight, Katniss? You're here to fight with us?
I am. I will.
Production was enormous, but the world we wanted to build was enormous.
I feel like our practical locations give the movies a sense of scope and place and a groundedness. We don't want this to feel like some future you can't imagine. This ought to feel like who we might become.
The sets of the movie are remarkable. They're better than you could have imagined in the books.
In District 12, we found these far-out places, really dilapidated, war-torn, and run down, and they were locations that hadn't been really shot before.
We ended up finding an abandoned mill town. There were about 35 almost identical turn-of-the-century factory homes for the workers that lived on premises, and it was absolutely perfect.
Breathe it all in, children. This is all for you. The Capitol sets are unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it. I do feel like I'm just in a wonderland.
Besides the opulence and the vastness and the scale, there wasn't a lot of specific description of the Capitol in the books. Found these buildings from the 1936 World's Fair, these kind of temples to industry.
The Capitol is the ultimate in power and control.
We have never seen anything like this. And we will never see anything like it again.
go from the beginning of The Hunger Games, this intimate rural setting, through Catching Fire, and now into what becomes The Mockingjay, just huge in scale. Those are the elements that are going to be quite thrilling for audiences.
Even though you have a fantastical world, we're trying to ground it, to base it in reality. When we're designing the action for these sequences, we're trying to steer more towards realism. Very believable, very gritty. There's a lot of excitement. For Liam, for Josh, for Jennifer, for Sam. They've had action throughout all these films, but this was the culmination of all that we've done before. It's their shining moment.
It's kind of like athletes who know each other. You get to play as a team together, and it really adds even more to the intensity of what's at stake here.
Let's go show them what real beauty looks like.
The costumes and the clothes are absolutely brilliant.
They have that sense of rebellion about them. I mean, we just had so much fun with that playful, imaginative quality.
Some incredible, incredible pieces. I'm like, can I keep this? It's so cool and so amazing.
When we finally got our look down, we really wanted to have something that was like very avant-garde makeup that nobody would ever really wear in real life. It was just wild and fabulous.
I love that!
Katniss, if you die, and I live, I'd have nothing. Nobody needs me.
I need you.
Being a part of this has been incredible. We created a family, and every single person was a part of that.
Together? Together. It's been such an incredible chapter in my life, filming these movies. So the fact that anyone could be touched by them is amazing.
Jen is amazingly talented, one of my best friends. We experienced a lot of very pivotal points in both of our lives together. Along with Josh, we kind of have a bond that a lot of people can't relate to because of just the things we've been through together.
Jennifer's lovely and intelligent and interested, but also is in touch with Katniss's emotional life in a way that is palpable. She really is the heroine you want to watch.
Everyone's very supportive, everyone's very grounded, everyone's very real. To have been a part of that, to kind of experience that with the fans as a fan, I think that will live on forever.
I don't think you know how important you are to them.
I think it's the funnest set I've ever been on. It's like old friends who are really familiar with each other.
Francis Lawrence is the perfect director because he's a visionary. He's incredibly creative.
To be able to wrap up these stories cinematically was really exciting for me.
Our moment has arrived.
President Coin and Katniss's relationship is very complicated because Katniss knows that she should trust President Coin, but she doesn't. And President Coin can see how important Katniss is to leading this rebellion.
Snow loves her character. He loves her spirit, but he doesn't want her to succeed. And make no mistake of that. Miss Everdeen, prepare to pay the ultimate price.
You see this transition where Katniss feels like she's playing a role, and slowly, almost without her realizing, she becomes the embodiment of what she's playing.
The forward energy of this rebellion starts building in size. Katniss is that beacon of hope.
Fire is catching, and if we burn, you burn with us.
In Mockingjay 2, this much bigger responsibility starts presenting itself. And this is the first time where we really see her start to be a leader.
Snow has to pay for what he's done, and I can't make another speech about it.
You actually see Katniss and the rebels for the first time together in this concerted effort to fight against the Capitol.
We got one shot.
Let's make it count. This is the movie where all the ideas that have been building up come to a head. It's epic. There's a lot of action. It's very emotional. People really will feel the full history of these movies.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 76th Hunger Games.
One person can change the world.
It's so exciting.
It's a thrilling ride, start to finish.
In this final chapter, it all comes to a clash. There's so many little twists and turns, and as an audience member, I think you can look forward to a story that'll keep you on the edge of your seat.
All the stories have led to this moment, to get in there and make a difference.
Our lives were never ours. They belong to Snow, and our deaths do too. But if you end all of this, Katniss, all those deaths, they mean something.
In this movie, Katniss is taking on the responsibility for a much bigger purpose. We have a chance of changing the future.
Tonight, turn your weapons to the Capitol. Turn your weapons to Snow.